How much money does a small Star Citizen YouTube channel make? This is the 4th year that I've done this video. It's just a small look at the kind of insight, the views, the amount of ad revenue, all sorts of stuff that you get when you make YouTube videos for Star Citizen. And as I always say, this isn't any sort of guide to YouTube. If you're interested in how to do well on YouTube, watch somebody a lot better than me. This is just a one-off. I do one of these a year, and so don't subscribe if you are here for YouTube content. It is literally just a one-off video. Let's look at last year. So last year, this was what we had, the figures we had. We had 700,000 views and we made up £2,000 in revenue. Now, there were some more bits on top of that. So I did a sponsored bit, I had some affiliate link stuff as well, but it wasn't much more than that really. So that's where we were last year. That's the broad overview of where we were. This year, year 4, if we switch tabs, you can see that we've now got 1.2 million views, which is good. So that's a good increase. And the watch time and the subscriber count have gone up, but the revenue itself has gone to £3,673. So it's a good increase. And so what I want to do now is explore where that's come from. It's been a better year for sure. I'll show you the kind of breakdown of that. And then also I'll show you that that's not just pure profit. And obviously I've spent a lot of money on parts this year, more than ever, to get to that. So if we look at the breakdown of the revenue, you can see that overall, obviously that's the figure, £3,600. This year, I've made some different sorts of videos. Now, the normal videos that I make where I maybe spend £500 on a graphics card and then make a video about it, they don't make that much money. They lose hundreds of pounds, in fact. So I've just been exploring and experimenting with different, more opinion type videos because I have opinions on Star Citizen, but also because it's just fun to try different sorts of content. So that's what I've done. So if you look at the actual money that's been made this year, if we click on here and bring it up, this video here about talking about CryEngine and how Chris Roberts maybe had a point when he chose it in 2010 or so, that is by far my biggest video. It's got 181,000 views at this point, and that's made a grand total of £470. So again, if you think making YouTube videos is a way to get rich, it just isn't. At least the way I'm doing it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but that's a pretty decently watched video, nearly 200,000 views, and it's made less than £500. So the thing though is that if you do a few of those videos, and I did a couple of other ones. So this one looking at the drama, when we had the Flight Blaze drama, that did pretty well, got 60,000 views. That made 200 odd pounds as well. It adds up, so it does get to the overall figure, but when you put in a load of time and effort and maybe spend money on some parts, it's not like that equals massive success. But anyway, so all the videos there, I mean, the 9800 X3D video made £82, and obviously that cost a lot more money, that maybe £450, something like that. One other examples, we've got the 9070 XT, that's got 23,000 views, made £64. Again, the card itself cost a lot more money than that, at least. Then the B580 stuff has been done pretty well actually this year. People are interested in that card, but you can see that as I scroll down, all these little videos, these ones down here, they don't really ever make money, and when you factor in my time as well to make these videos, yeah, we're not making money. But some of these bigger ones that have done fairly well at the top here, when I looked at 4.0 performance, that got nearly 40,000 views, that made £136. So again, it does add up, but it isn't just the ads. So if we go, obviously I actually did put out, I said I probably wouldn't, but I did put out a couple of shorts this year. YouTube shorts made £3.91. So again, they're not going to move the needle in any way, and they got kind of, I think, like 30,000, maybe 20,000 views, those two shorts, and they've got £3. So there you go. The big thing that I love to use this video to say thank you to these guys is the members. So membership, you can be a member on YouTube. I think I've got 2 tiers. One's $2.99. I think the other's $8.99. And this means so much to me. So I always say this. I hope it sounds sincere. I'm trying to be. I am sincere. It really does. Really helps me kind of keep going, because again, as you're seeing here, this isn't like making me tons of money, but the fact that people want to support and give a bit of money each month, it it genuinely blows my mind, as I always say. And so massive thank you to these guys. As I said last year in this video, I think my membership program isn't very exciting or extensive. I do like a post to kind of show what I'm working on that week, and I do member giveaways as well. Some of the ships that CIG give to me, give to those guys, but it isn't like I'm doing extra videos or anything really. These guys, I think, like I said last time, I think they're supporting because they are crazy like me and they care about Star Citizen performance. So massive thank you to all you guys. Thank you to everybody who is a member. It genuinely means a lot, and that's made £400 this month. So it's adding up as more people are joining. So there's more members now. I think we've got at the moment we've got 19 supporters and 4 super supporters. So thank you, just thank you so much. It genuinely, of all the things, all parts of this, the members I think mean the most to me. So thank you so much. And then moving on, we've got super chat. So you see little spikes here occasionally. So super, which way around is it? Super thanks and super chat. One of them is when you basically add some money in a comment under a video, and one of them is when you do it in a stream. And again, blows my mind that anybody wants to support this channel with money. And so thank you to any of you who've ever done this year. It means so much to me. So there we go. The key thing about this is obviously that I spent a lot of money on parts this year. So if I switch to this view, blind me, I can't get Google Sheets to be in dark mode. So apologies for this. But the key thing, this shows the blue is the year's income. So again, you can see we are heading in a good direction. And then we've got the red, which is the kind of the spending on the parts. Now, this year actually was better. I actually spent more than that, but that includes the expenditure. The way I've done it, at least, it includes the sales I made. So I sold my 4080 and a few other bits and bobs that I don't probably need to keep for testing in the future. So my actual parts expenditure without the sales was 4,000 or something. But when you combine it all, there was a small profit made this year. It's better. This is better than last year, where last year was like, oh goodness, when you factor in the many hours that I put into the videos and the testing. Sometimes if I'm doing like a CPU testing, especially CPU testing takes ages. When I'm running around Lawville with tons of CPUs, it can literally take days in the week and evenings and things like that. So last year was like a bit of a wake-up call to be like, this is not great. This year is not much better, but at least there is some profit being made. I mean, the thing is, I tend to just pour any profit back into buying more parts. So yeah, it's not like it's making tons of money, but at least there is a small difference between, or £800 difference between how much money I made and how much I spent overall. So there we go. It's I love this stuff. I mean, I really do love making these videos. I have really enjoyed actually making the more opinion type videos this year. The ones that we said they're actually making a bit more money. They're really, at this stage, they are the reason why the income has gone up quite a lot this year. And so I for sure will never stop doing the performance videos. They're always going to be part of this channel. I just love all the testing. I love it. I mean, it's so boring, but I love it. And yeah, it's going to be interesting as we, in theory, move into 2026. If we're going to get Squadron 42, that's the thing that I'm thinking. There's so much testing to be done when that game comes out. Obviously, again, CPUs, graphics cards, minimum spec. There's so much stuff that will be really interesting to test, and so that's why I'm kind of trying to build up my stocks of graphics cards. I'm surrounded by. They're all around me, and so I want to keep going with that. And same with CPUs. I don't know whether we'll have a new batch of proper generation of CPUs by Squadron's release. Will be interesting to see, but 2026 is going to be really interesting. Lots of interesting things to test, but I love this stuff. I'll probably keep chucking in the opinion type videos here and there. Just, it's fun for me to do something different and makes a bit more money. But yes, massive thank you to any of you who've watched this channel over the last year or 5 years. There was a year before this where it made no money, so it's 5 years in now. It's doing better than I ever expected. It's still obviously not. It's still not changing my life from a money point of view, but it's so much fun. And yeah, I just want to say massive thank you to the members. Thank you to anybody who's done any of the super chats or super thanks or anything like that. and just thank you for supporting this channel. You guys are amazing, and yeah, I love responding to the comments and reading. I mean, I read everything. The comments on some of these videos are now, there's so many that I can't respond to all of them, but yeah, thank you so much for your watching and your support.